Manchester United. Remember, Manchester United Amorim has not won back-to-back games since he took over that club. He beat Chelsea in the before the international break. Now the question is, can he beat Liverpool at Anfield? That one go tough, but it's possible. Anything is possible in football. But let's see what happens. We're going to see look at other games that will happen in the Premier League. Chelsea is going away to Nottingham Forest. Aston is going away to Fulham. City are playing at home to Everton. So we're going to talk about all that on the show. And the La Liga too. La Liga, Barcelona is going to play today, and Real Madrid is going to play tomorrow. Let's see what happens in those games. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today, English Premier League preview and the La Liga. Good morning, also. How are you?
Good morning, Godwin. Interesting weekend of football. At least we saw a beautiful weekend of midweek and weekend of international football. Last weekend was international football. Now this week, and a good rest. No noise. Just come talk your truth and go home. But this week is banter for banter.
Yes, so.
It's banter for banter.
Yes, so.
I decree and I declare. Let the banter season
Let the banter begin.
Good morning, John.
Yes, Godwin, good morning, dear listener, good morning, dear Super Sport fans and football maniacs in the building. Yes, it's the favorite time of the week now when we get to banter each other. If you don't like our no vex, sorry, the way.
Okay, let's see what happens in this game.
Come on, hey.
Okay, we're going to start with the Premier League. Remember, guys, we are always live in all social media platforms. You can go there, you can join us at any social media platform. Okay, let's start with the Premier League. The Premier League is starting this weekend, and we have the big games around every corner, everywhere this weekend. I'll give you the games that happen today and tomorrow. Then we'll talk about some of the facts. We'll talk about all of them, not some. Okay, into the early kickoff, Chelsea will go away to Nottingham Forest by 12:30. So Chelsea is opening today's banter. If they lose, they go here. But Angie has not won a game since he took over at Nottingham Forest. So I think it's a good time for him to start winning the game. So Chelsea will go away to Nottingham Forest. Sunderland by 3 p.m. will play Wolves. Wolves are still rock bottom of the Premier League. Burnley will play Leeds United. Crystal Palace will play Bournemouth by 3 p.m. Brighton will play Newcastle, and Manchester City will play Everton. The last game for today, Fulham will play Arsenal. For tomorrow's game, Tottenham will play Aston Villa. Liverpool will play Manchester United by 4:30. Then on Monday, West Ham will play Brentford. Okay, let's start with the early kickoff. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Chelsea, okay, they lost. They have been trying to challenge for the Premier League. Unfortunately for them, something happened with them. But Nottingham Forest is where my interest is. Angie has been there, and their fans even singing that they are going to be sacked in the next one. So their fans are angry because you will not blame them. Nuno was there, and Nuno almost qualified them for the Champions. They fell up in the last 5 games of the season, which is not their fault.
Which is all for that injury.
Yeah, they over-indexed, so it's not that necessary because it's not even their level. Understand? But they actually did well last season. But Chelsea are a strong side, even though they have an injury problem with Palmer being out for about 1 month and a couple of injuries. But against Nottingham Forest, what do you think will happen in that game?
First and foremost, Godwin, if you look at this encounter, head-to-head, 5 wins for Nottingham Forest, 13 for Chelsea. If you look at the current run of form, Nottingham Forest are on a terrible run of form. 3 losses, 2 draws in their last 5 cumulative games. Same thing for Chelsea, 3 wins and a couple of 1 loss and 2 losses. 3 wins, 2 losses for Chelsea. If you look at their cumulative last 5 games in this season. So both of them are not coming into this game. One is coming in on a winning form. One is coming in on a losing form. Of course, the fans are chanting he will be sacked in the morning, but I think it's misdirected aggression because he wasn't the one that sacked Nuno Espirito Santo. He wasn't the one that sacked Nuno Espirito Santo. He wasn't the one that called himself for a job interview. He wasn't the one that gave him the years of contract they've given him. He's not the one that's been given a full backing to come and change the way they play from a defensive play style to an attacking play style. And he's also not the one whose job it is to pull the trigger on sacking him from that role. So like he said, what's his name now? Ange Postecoglou said something fantastic yesterday. He says that we all know how the story ends. It ends with a trophy, basically. Simple and short. So, in this game against Chelsea, see, whether Nottingham Forest fans like it or not, he's not the one that. And secondly, like Jim Ratcliffe said, it's not a knee-jerk solution. Nottingham fans are calling for a knee-jerk solution, but I think the real solution they need is for Ange to hit the ground running, win this game against Chelsea, and turn the narrative basically.
Anybody they play make Man City, Chelsea lose. Now Arsenal fan or Man City fans, they are the and some Man U fans, they are the only
Why
set
Man
of
U
people.
fans gonna make Chelsea lose? They are
Make the banter equal now. They are the only set of people that want Chelsea to lose, because this Nottingham Forest what they see. You know when they sang that song, I think it was 3 games ago. I think it was in the game against Newcastle. They sang that song for him, and it was Newcastle fans that were chanting that song. He's getting sacked in the morning because they've seen his record over 5 games before that particular game. I think that was his 6th game in charge, and he's not won anyone before that game. So Newcastle fans, the atmosphere was lit in the St. James Park, so they had the opportunity to just tell him the message clear up. And the next day he said he's heard it before. This interview that John is saying yesterday was the one he said yesterday, and he was asking what was the problem. The question was what was the problem at Tottenham for him to get sacked like that, and he said, and some critics came with that question, and the straight up answer was, you know how the story ends, a trophy came with it. So he was referring to his time at Tottenham Hotspur, because Tottenham never win anything for a long time, and he win. So you go want use that one and brag. Nottingham is different. Nottingham is 2 times Champions League winner. They are champions of England. They are big name when it comes to English football, and they
haven't been big names since the last 4 decades, man. So don't even come here and
whether 4 decades or 7 decades,
don't even come here and put that thing on the table,
they are
man.
big name.
They are not big
2
names,
Champions League and a couple of Premier League titles.
They are a lucky season away from relegation.
And again, the manager that did this, I think I know where the criticism is coming from with the name of what's it called, Nuno dragged into every conversation you put Angie in. He's done well at the club, but again, this man has to come in and bed. I hope these 2 weeks of international break gave him time to bed well with the players.
Maresca at Chelsea are trying to challenge for the Premier League. Chelsea fans think that they should be playing challenging for the Premier League, which is actually they have the squad. They have spent almost more than $2 billion in that squad. So in a normal they should be challenging. The first time they spent huge when Mourinho took over that club. They spot about 9 to 10 players and they won the league that first year. So they are expecting that kind of miracle to happen with Maresca. It didn't happen last year, but this year they are hoping that something will happen with them. They are out. They are without Palmer. He said that Palmer is going to be out with 4 to 6 weeks. They are not going to be without Palmer for 6 weeks. So Badashile is still out. So till December. So they have injury problems. Remember, Cowell is still out, but they have injury problems. But they bought young players to fill in this role. But Chelsea just should be winning this game, because Chelsea expects Maresca to win this kind of games.
Yeah, Chelsea should expect Maresca to win this game, basically because Maresca, like I said in the preview some days back, that qualifying top 4 this season is not a success for Chelsea. You have to be in the challenge for the title, and you have to win silverware, because you've already won silverware last season and you won silverware in the preseason. It's expected that the silverware train should continue. You understand me? If at all you do not get your hand on any silverware, if you finish top 3 or you finish top 2, it's understandable. But the target is challenging for the Premier League, not necessarily winning it, because I still challenging, just being there or thereabouts. And if you look at the table, they are just 5 points away from the top, which means that a win in this encounter will help their argument. You understand me?
Arsenal plays,
also, yes, until Arsenal plays. And then secondly, a win in this encounter will also help the team's morale, because key figures are out. If they can, that's where we talk about being able to win even when key figures are not available, because sometimes you rely on those key figures, but it's those games where they are not available where you often drop points. Maybe you manage you secure a draw, maybe you secure a ugly win. It's those games that count up over time that ensure that you are there or thereabouts come the end of the season. So it's a game that Maresca has to win. He's not being helped also by the fact that a couple of people are looking at him from Italy. So he just needs to win his game and galvanize the team.
What do you think about the Maresca issue?
You are missing players. It's not my problem. Last season, there were some big teams were missing players. Find a way to just make the team work without those players. Okopama, one. the other guy in defense. He's not. When was the last? They say Bashile is not available. When was the last time Bashile played?
I think
That was the last time he was even important to the side.
So it's not an excuse. Now Bertrand will get injury. You know affect anybody. So it's not go into this game, win it and shame Man U fans and Arsenal fans because they don't want it to come close to the trophy. That's my only. See, it is my only take on this one is go into this game, win it convincingly, let the chance continue. This man should just go out of that job.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what prediction for that game. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Who wins and what?
Forest
Forest
1-0.
Okay.
The Forest one. See, I laugh in Japanese. It's simple. Chelsea. Give or take.
Okay.
3-1.
Okay, let's move on to the 3 p.m. games. Manchester City will play Everton. Rodri is not still available in that squad, but they still have enough in that team to win this game. But Everton is tough. Everton is the stubborn team. Moyes has done a great job with them. But in this particular game, so what do you think will happen? Man City to just walk over.
No, you mentioned the.
Okay, Grealish not played. I wish they Grealish.
You mentioned the fact that Chelsea has spent 2 billion. Or close to 2 billion in the past 6 years or so. Now we're forgetting to mention the fact that Man City spent almost 1 billion in this.
Do you know why? Do you know why we don't really mention about
City? Because they win trophies.
Yeah, they win trophies. Yes,
simple.
It's justified.
Simple.
But if you don't
money stop nonsense. Results stop nonsense.
If you don't win trophy, we will criticize.
You don't act like City fan. You don't act like City fan.
But in this game, what do you think will happen?
No. We've seen the signings that they've made, but yeah, those signings never signed. They've not signed an autograph yet. Or they've not. I've not seen the.
Haaland is still belling them out.
And Haaland
machine.
Haaland and Foden and Doku.
You say you have
and Doku
Haaland. If you say you have Haaland in your team, or more, you don't make him.
Simple.
I think Pep hit a jackpot
when he signed Haaland.
When I remember it's 50 million,
it was cheap.
There was this clip.
It was joy. It gives me joy.
There was this clip I saw from when Sunny, Sterling, Mahrez, and all of them they were passing in between the front of the post, and it was like someone now wrote on a tweet that it's because of this. This was the reason they sold Sterling and brought in Haaland, because you had almost 17 passes inside the box between Mahrez, Sane, and Jesus. Four of them.
Let's speak the truth. It was Pep that was telling them to do that thing.
To pass around.
Yes, he was telling them to do that thing.
Open net, they don't pass open net, they pass and come aside.
I watched a game when I was growing up, Barcelona 2012 or 2011 versus Chelsea. When Chelsea was leading, I think 1-0. Barcelona needed a goal. And they were passing. Chelsea was just defending. They passed and they didn't shoot for almost 5 minutes. And they were looking for goals. So he has been Pep style till they brought in Haaland.
Let me tell you now. His style was pass around till you break down the defense.
So
then this one, defense don't open. Now you and goalkeeper, you still miss and they pass around.
Well, it seems that it's teaching them to do it. So leave that
so
one.
They go pass.
But I think Everton is a very, very strong, very stubborn side to
City has spent, and we've not seen this. Let's see. I'll wait till the end of the season before I call all the results on City.
No man. Everybody will wait till the end of the season to justify their spending.
Now that's why we waited till the end of the season to call Maresca spending, and he justify his spending by giving them the Conference League. And I think this season he will justify his spending again because he brought a couple of players, and he will justify his spending again. So I think City should justify their spending by the end of this season. But again, for the Everton side, for the Merseyside Blue, they've done a good job. We talk about Moyes coming in and steadying the ship after facing the relegation stint. We've talked about the point deduction and Sean, that's what he did. Yeah, I still feel like this team is still growing. They've not gotten to where they need to be yet, and that's why you see improvement every single day. And everything in this game, I'll just call the results here. I'm not going to talk much about what City has and what City does not have. Everything in this game is just going to give us a shock.
Okay. John, what do you think will happen in that game?
Okay, first and foremost, I'm just looking to have my guys play good football. Basically, Tijani Renders has been phenomenal for me, getting a couple of goals here and there. I'm looking at the likes of Doku, who won the Player of the Month for City fans and all of that. Secondly, the man himself, or for the lion himself, Haaland, scoring on the score sheet, creating a couple of opportunities for the team. So for me, in this encounter against Everton, I want to see a dominant 3-0 win.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Both of you have already given us your own prediction for that game, but let's see if it's going to work out, if City will win against Everton, or if, as Nonso said, that if Everton can shock City in that
Remember.
game, but if they are playing at Etihad, so City are strong at home. Okay, let's quickly talk about the other game. I just gave a prediction for other game. Sunderland will play Wolves. Wolves have been struggling, but Sunderland have been flying. If you compare that, they just came back from Division 2 to the Premier League. In this game, what is your prediction for this game? Sunderland versus Wolves. Who wins?
I'm backing Sunderland.
Okay,
Backing Sunderland
Okay.
for doing, yes.
Tolu is there. You need to start supporting Tolu.
Tolu will score, but Sunderland will win.
The other top players are supporting him, Sunderland. So
Which top player?
Tolu. Masuaku.
I think they
from
have
DR Congo.
apart from Masuaku, I think they have Andigra, right?
Andigra from Brighton.
Yes, they bought.
So.
They bought. But our own brother is playing there now. No, just give us
Tolu
small.
should score.
He no look the club when they go wolf. The time I started having problems with Wolverhampton Wanderers was after Nuno left and Lopetegui took over.
I think the last coach I've tried though. He has played 7 games. Wolves have played 7 games. They have not
lost 5.
They have not won anything.
This was the same position Southampton was last season.
And West Ham is just above them. Let's not talk about West Ham today. Okay.
Relegation things.
Don't worry. Things will change.
That's so.
It's still early.
Let's go to other. Burnley is another relegation candidate. Burnley is going to be play Leeds. Who wins in that game?
Leeds United, please.
Draw, please.
I like Parker. I just wish that Parker will survive.
But
as take like Parker, as I take like Daniel.
Okay.
He's tried before. You know what it means bringing a team from relegation and from championship and going back the next season.
Okay. Crystal Palace will play Bournemouth in that game. Who wins in that game? Officially, their captain is going to leave in 2026 after this season. Gay is going to leave. Yeah, the coach has confirmed it. Everybody knows that he's going to probably go to Liverpool, except another club from nowhere just snatched him away. But obviously, because Van Dijk is getting old, Konate injury problems with him. I think it's final year of his contract too. Konate.
Yes, Konate.
So
it's a discussion though.
Yeah, so probably Gayu is going to go to Liverpool, but it has been confirmed that he's going to leave. But Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Who wins in that game?
Bournemouth, please.
Crystal Palace.
Okay, Crystal Palace. Okay.
The man. I want to see the man score the goals. Mateta.
Brighton will play Newcastle and the other game. Who wins in that game?
Voltmade.
You like Voltmade to score.
Voltmade to score, man. Newcastle to win.
Okay, what do you think?
Voltmade versus Van Hecken. It's Van Hecken that will shut him down first. Again, I feel Brighton will win. Fabian has done a good. The way you like Scott Parker, I say way I like Fabian.
I like Scott Parker. He's trying to play progressive football.
He's trying
no matter what. He will play well, but the team will still lose.
He's trying to.
But okay.
We don't want him to try to.
But let's see. Brighton will play Newcastle in that game. It's going to be if Voltmade will score again. He's a big money signing from Germany, and he's been doing well since he moved to Newcastle. He even scored against Aston, so a good one for him. Okay, let's move. Final game for today is Fulham will play Arsenal. In the last 2 games, the Arsenal has gone to Fulham. Craven Cottage, they have drawn 1 and lost 1, so it's been a difficult ground for Arsenal to play in. But Arsenal is strong this season, even though they are without some key players like Odegaard is out. I think that's one of the only key players, but they have Eze in that team now. They have Merino can play in that position too, so they have cover. The thing about Arsenal this season is that they have cover for every position. So if you lose a player on injuries, they will cover it. So Odegaard is out. They didn't even put a date when he's going to come back. But Fulham is strong. They have Chukwueze there. They have Basi there. They have Iwobi there. They have our 3 Nigerian brothers there playing there. I want them to do well though. I want them to win this game. But Arsenal is strong. What do you think will happen in that game also?
The same way Arsenal is wishing for Chelsea to lose, same way I'm wishing for Arsenal to lose. Again, if Chelsea is losing, let all the big teams lose. Let's know that this week is a replica, but it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
So I'm not declaring any bad belly this week, but the banter.
I thought you opened the banter floor.
You get people open up.
Okay. West Ham. Okay.
No.
West
People
Ham.
go play tomorrow.
Okay.
People go play tomorrow. I open up for. But this game, it's going to be easy. It's going to be a cakewalk for Arsenal because we talk about the players they have. We talk about the star players they have. I asked you a question one day. I said, all the players your teams signed, all the big teams signed in the transfer market. How have they fared this international break? Because we've seen some of them miss a sitter in person of Liverpool's Isak, and we saw another one that played 90 minutes without touching the ball in the opposition's final third. Was busy touching his hair and in person of Gyökeres. We've seen how they flopped during this international break. big name signings for that matter. And I came here to ask you, all the players we signed during this period, how have they fared in international break? And you've seen Eze for English side, I think with a goal or so against Lavia. You saw the way he performed. It's about performance for me. It's about running, creating. When your job is to create, even when you are defending, try and create something. Because the goal he scored was from a counter-attacking position. You get that's the kind of players Arsenal have right now. You sit on the bench, no problem. You are starting, no problem. Because the bench, you look at the bench,
He choke.
You get this was the Arsenal have been begging for.
Havertz is not still out. Jesus is still out.
Godwin
is still out. Players
for
choke
the past 3-4 years, this has been the Arsenal have been begging for. Just have quality on the bench. Don't have star players. I don't say have star players like big name signings on the bench, but just have quality on the bench. Because you have to look at Eze. He's not a big name signing. You get from Crystal Palace. He had a very good number. He has been building himself gradually. You have players like that, and they are in your team. Whenever you call them up from the bench, Trossard, you know, go time say Trossard and Martinelli na big name like that. But whenever you call them from the bench, they come in and they do their input and they go back to the bench the next game. That's the quality of players we've been begging Arsenal to just have for the past 3 years. And Arteta is telling us we don't need this. Now we don't need them. Even if the striker is flopping, his team is still winning because for now I still believe your Yokeres is still flopping. And I'm still going to give him his 9 weeks. But he's still giving us the numbers that he needs. At least by performing our defenders go see the whole lot for now. Aubameyang said the defenders don't allow me to score goals. So defenders are still trying to hold him until he knows how to play the English Premier League kind of play. But for now, he's still flopping.
Okay, John, what do you think will happen in that game, Fulham versus Arsenal?
First and foremost, if you look at the stats, you can see that Arsenal have dominated this fixture from time immemorial. 39 wins, 8 wins for Fulham, 13 draws. So that tells you where this match is leaning. Coupled with the fact that Arsenal have reinforced their side, coupled with the fact also that Arsenal in their last 5 games cumulatively, 4 wins, 1 draw. If you look at the opposition side, talking about Fulham, you have 3 wins, 2 losses. So I'm just going to say that it's Arsenal's game to throw, Arsenal's game to lose, Arsenal's game to give away if they want to give away. But if you are sitting pretty at the top of the EPL, then it is expected that you compound your position, even if you have just 24 hours before somebody else can close the gap on you. So you compound your position by win the game 4-0, win the game 4-1.
Okay, let's see what will happen in that game. Fulham will play Aston. Aston have a few injury problems in that squad, but they have cover. Eze can play the number 10. Merino has been scoring for Spain and he's playing almost close to the post. So he scored 3 in this international break. He scored 2 in the last one again for Spain. So he's a mainstay. He's one of the main major player for Spain national team. Well, Arteta likes him too. Last season he played as a striker and he did well.
Merino is looking like Jose Lu from 2 seasons ago.
From Real Madrid.
Yes.
But let's see who is going to play the number 10 today, because Odegaard is out and how they are going to set up against Fulham. Fulham has 3 Nigerian brothers there. Basi that plays for them. Then Chukwueze that actually had 2 assists for the Super Eagles just this international break that ended. Then we have our own. You will be playing them. Hopefully they will do us part today and beat Arsenal for everybody. I know that Arsenal fans wouldn't like it, but we have to support our Nigerian brothers.
It could also end in a draw.
It was ending, but it's fair for everybody. But let's see what happens in that game. It's going to be Arsenal. It's going to be Fulham hosting Arsenal at Craven Cottage. Okay, let's move on to the Sunday games. Before we move on to Sunday games, let's read some of the comments I have here. Okay, and Athletic Sobi is saying on our social media handle, he's saying it's Chelsea collection time. Don't worry, he will manage to overcome Nottingham Forest, but other matches says Chelsea go collect. So he's predicting that Chelsea will win this one. Okay, he's also saying that City will beat Everton 2-0.
Thank you.
Then Oluchi, welcome to the show. He's saying Morocco under 20 making African proud, supporting them to destroy Argentina for us. Yeah, they are playing that game, I think, on Monday.
Yes.
We're going to look at what will happen in that game when that time comes. Okay, let's go to Sunday game in the EPL. The Sunday games in the EPL. Okay, Sunday games, 4 to 2 p.m. game. Tottenham will play Aston Villa. Frank has done well for himself since he took over. But the thing about being a Tottenham coach is that they start off well. Most of them start off well, but somehow they fell off.
They drop off, yes.
They drop off at some point. Then second season is always worse. all of them were sacked, basically sacked in their second season. Even Ancho was sacked and in second season, even Conte too. So second season is always, they start up well, but they don't actually do well. But if you look at this game against Aston Villa, what do you think will happen in that game?
I think it's going to be a tough game. Thomas Frank versus what's his name now? Unai Emery. So basically it's a game Tottenham should be winning if you are looking at it just with your bare eyes on the pitch. But there are so many antics. Number one, Tottenham have an issue of starting a game well and then dropping off. Go look at the number of goals conceded in the second half this season. Go look at the number of cards collected also in the second half of their games this season. You will see a stat that tells you that these guys lose focus at halfway through the game or towards the ending of the game. That's one. Secondly, can Aston Villa actually break Tottenham down? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. So it may be a narrow win for Tottenham in this encounter.
Okay, so what do you think will happen in that game?
Aston Villa didn't win a game until they played against Bologna. Won that one goal to nil. Came back and played against Fulham. Won convincingly again. And I told you that Aston Villa nowhere. If they see Fulham, they play well. And after that, they just got their form. They just got on the scoring sheets. I think without scoring a goal. And after that, they got on their form. They got on the scoring. They got their scoring abilities, and they're winning games since then. Because now when you score goal, you go win matches. But look at the Tottenham side as well. I think they lost their last match. They lost against City or so before the international break. Now that loss would have cost them something psychologically. But I'm not feeling like Tottenham Hotspur is a team that will go take a bullet and go down and not come back fighting, because Aston Villa is good now. They've gotten their form back. They are good now. This on the team. Why the other side? On the other side.
Well, Tottenham won their last game for the international.
No, I mean they won before that.
They won Daniel Fake.
Yes.
Before that, they drew to Wolves. Yes.
I think
before that, they drew to
I think they
Brighton.
lost 4 matches ago that they lost.
4 matches ago they lost. And they lost woefully.
So Frank has actually been doing well.
No, he's been doing well. I'm not saying they've not done well. He's done well. But against Tottenham, against Aston Villa, it's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be a very, very tough one.
I don't think it's going to be a tough one. I think Frank has what it takes to win this game. Obviously, if you look at goals scored this season, you see they've scored like 2x the amount of goals that Aston Villa have scored. So if there's anybody that should be able to score in this game, that should be able to at least create those chances, win this game, it should be Tottenham.
In terms of scoring, Tottenham started early to score goals. While Aston Villa were struggling. I think it was in game week 4 or game week 5 that Aston Villa started scoring their goals.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Let's get a prediction for that game. Tottenham versus Aston Villa. Who wins?
Tottenham winning 2-1.
Nonso?
A draw.
A draw. Okay, let's move on to the big one, the biggest game of the Premier League weekend. Match day 8 is going to be Liverpool versus Manchester United at Anfield. It's going to be an interesting game. Remember, I've told you at the beginning of the show that Amorim has not won a back-to-back game since he took over as Manchester United coach. He beat Chelsea in the last one, so I won't say they're in form, but it's looking like they can actually do something. But playing at Anfield is very, very, very tough. Even for Barcelona, everybody knows that going away to play when Barcelona came there, they beat them. I think 4-0. They knocked them out of the Champions League. People have come there, have suffered. Aston came there, suffered. People come to Anfield and you will suffer, especially when Klopp was there. Klopp will suffocate you, press you. This will don't even press. This Liverpool don't even press. Slot team will press and press and press and press almost 17 minutes before they get tired. But Manchester United, everybody is rooting for Amorim. Personally, I'm rooting for Amorim because he's a young coach. I need him to do well, because if you don't do well for Manchester United, it's going to be tough for him. But Liverpool is strong. Slot has a 150 million striker in his squad. He was talking about him in the press yesterday, and he was talking about he needed, I think, 6 or 7 weeks for him to get used to the team. That is from now that we got to start judging Isak. That was his word. So from this game, we are going to start judging Isak. When he made that statement, I just felt that I knew that Isak is going to start this game.
He go shock his go the bench.
But let's see. But in this particular game, what do you think will happen in that game? Liverpool playing Manchester United at Anfield.
I think if Liverpool ever needed an incentive to beat Manchester United, they have one right there staring them in the face. Their last 3 games, 3 losses in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and if you go back before that, they lost out that game too. And not just regular losses with heavy goal margin, talking about the 3-1 decimation at Chelsea. So I think Liverpool are wounded. Liverpool have every incentive to come into this game and win it comfortably. Now, Manchester United have an opportunity. They beat Sunderland last time out. This is another opportunity.
I missed it. Liverpool lost to Chelsea before the international break. Not yet. Yeah.
So Manchester United beat Sunderland last time out. They are looking to get their first back-to-back win. So let's see how it's going to happen basically. But I think Liverpool have every incentive to come out and one up Manchester United in this one. And then secondly, Manchester United have not had a favourable result at Anfield in the last 2 years. So I don't know. It's looking ever in favour of Liverpool, but who knows? Maybe Sesko will score a hat-trick today.
MNO.
No, so what the Bavaria I talk about? It's as open and they never even see results. They talk rubbish. But again, it's fine. Again, you look at this team. You said you didn't make a mistake. Man United has not won a back-to-back game.
I'm not
you mentioned Chelsea. And you mentioned Man United win against Chelsea. Yes, they won against Chelsea.
They
lost against Brentford. They went on to win against Sunderland before the international break.
Yeah.
Now, that would have seemed like a good result. The next game is Liverpool. Possibly a draw is okay. If you ask me, draw is okay.
I'm not won back-to-back
There's
games.
no problem because not be man you go give them a trophy. All the people that Man have not won a back-to-back. Now when they reach Liverpool, they never win. No problem. It's not mine that'll give you. It's not mine that'll give you trophy. It's not just Liverpool has done it before where they are sleep and Chelsea went to win trophy. Nobody is sleeping this time around. You want to win trophy, win your games. Don't calculate other people's performance. Don't do that. It's only in MPFL and in
No, but if excuse me, with all due respect, excuse me, wait first.
Liverpool will deal with Man United.
Excuse me first now. You have to be temperate when you are talking about this
with
matter.
All due respect.
With all due respect, Manchester United is on traction to go on relegation this season. If they do not win this game,
with all due respect,
they need
Liverpool
to win this game to regain consistency in the Premier League and then push to survive relegation.
Yes. When you talk about this thing, Manchester United are 6 points behind
with
Arsenal.
All due respect,
that's 6 points now, like 15
with
points.
With all due respect, Liverpool stayed 30 years. 30 without touching a single Premier League title. And you expect them now that they have gotten their mojo, they've gotten their form. They will not stay another 3 years. This one is
what happened to their mojo in clubs last season?
That's what I'm saying. Now they touch, and you not expect them. If
they won last season trophy,
we will do 1 year on. If we do back to back, not be crying. We don't do 1 year on, 1 year off.
Who are the winner? Liverpool.
Let me ask him.
If we do back to back, you know go bad. You get because all these Arsenal fans say Liverpool, Man United should win.
Liverpool will aspire to Maguire to retire.
What if Man United now wins this one and lose the next 3 games?
Win it first is 20 versus 20. Stop the 21 incoming. That's the mission.
Still, in terms of football in England, though Liverpool started under Everton, we know the academy product of Everton, but again, this is the biggest teams, the 2 biggest teams in English history, English football history.
Yeah, when it comes to
football and history, these are the 2 biggest teams.
History FC.
Both of them are,
and they are doing well.
Both of them are the biggest clubs.
And who is doing well?
They are doing well. They are both doing well. They are both doing well. With the most Champions League, with the most Premier League, with the most everything.
Come again, say, who is doing well? Liverpool is doing well, please.
Amori was talking to the press. He was talking about Jim. What Jim said that Jim came out to say that he supports him. So he said that it's really good to hear the support, and also apart from all the noise, that it's good for your owner or the president to come out and support you. So he was loving the support that Jim gave him, but it's going to be a long walk for him. He said that it's not going to change. He's going to stick with but he said that at some point he might be tweaking his formation. That means, I think in Sunderland game, at some point, is it Sunderland or the game before, he changed to the back for after like 5 minutes. He switched back to back 3 again.
Now you see the back 3, and they see the back 4 and the back 5.
If you've ever played Football Manager, you know that when you see the board come and back you know you have like 2 weeks to save your job.
Jim is different.
I think they will give him time. Jim said that it takes time. Even mentioned Arteta's 3 years.
So now, before you know now.
Let's see, except they are fighting for relegation. But if he around that 10, 7, 6,
he's 10th on the table right now.
But let's see. It's going to be an interesting game. Liverpool, we will play Manchester United. Okay, if you are Slot, who will you start? Ekitike or Isak in tomorrow's game?
Ekitike, honestly, man.
Are you serious?
Ekitike, honestly.
Who do you start? Who will you start?
55 minutes, Isak come and play.
Who will you start?
I don't tell you now. No be 55 minutes. You raise and Isak enter.
Okay, that makes it
It starts 55 minutes. If he doesn't deliver, he comes out. Isak plays the rest of the 35 minutes.
If he doesn't deliver, he goes to the wing. You bring Isak in. Simple. He needs to start and
why
play
can't
games.
both of them play together?
That's what I'm saying. 55 minutes.
Liverpool can play a 4-4-2 formation, even if they wanted to play a 4-4-2 diamond.
See,
so
I think right now with Conor Bradley not being and Jeremy Frimpong not doing exactly what and Slot wants him to do, Conor Bradley is not fit for this kind of games. They get so it's going to be the attacking player playing in that right back again, which is going to be a problem for the attack. So Florian Wirtz will start, and again Florian Wirtz starting, Casemiro will do him somehow in that midfield. Casemiro will kind of embody him, close him down, and close him off in that game.
Shockingly, Florian Wirtz will score today.
Now, why Cassie is trying to close in this guy? You do a sub, you bring in Isak in terms of Florian Wirtz, and you change the whole setup of the game.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. It's going to be an interesting game. Liverpool will play Manchester United at Anfield. Your prediction: who wins in that game, Liverpool or Manchester United, guys?
Liverpool
too.
On top of the Man United. I tell you,
Liverpool. Even though I want Manchester United to aspire to Maguire,
it's a lie.
Okay, who wins?
Coming from a back-to-back loss in Champions League and Premier League, I think a draw would be okay for both teams.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game.
Last time out, they played a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, let's see what happens in that game. It's going to be the biggest game of this weekend's Premier League Super Sunday is Liverpool versus Manchester United. 4:30, we are all seated to see what will happen in that game. Okay, on Monday, West Ham will play on Monday. We'll talk about. Let's get your prediction for that Monday game.
No. Monday we'll talk about.
I want to talk about it
extensively.
Brentford versus.
I want to talk about it extensively.
You know who they Brentford? Igor.
I know they replace one IV with another IV, no problem. But I get players too.
Okay, let's see what
I get JB.
Before I start taking phone calls, okay, let's move on to our social media and read some of the comments there. Okay, Oluchi is here. Oluchi says Alisson is not available, so sure. Sesko might score again. Yeah, Mambadashvili will play today. He's still at. Alisson is still at. Okay, Paul is here. Paul, welcome to the show. He said Manchester United definitely. Okay, Manchester will definitely lose. It's not going to be a debate. Okay. Double J is here. Double J says good morning, guys. Chelsea case is not going to be different in terms of early kickoff upsets. Sesko to score 2 goals tomorrow, sure. It's very, very sure. Okay, Paul is back. He says Manchester City will have a hard game against Everton. If they are not careful and play their game well, they might lose against Everton. Bro. Okay, Chukwebuka is here. Chukwebuka, welcome to the show. Chukwebuka is saying Barcelona upcoming game is going to be more experimental than not. Our coach is trying to try the untriable. Injuries are hurting at this point, but no wahala. Nevertheless, okay, a big win is going to be for Barcelona today. Okay, talking about Barcelona against in La Liga, Barcelona is going to play again against Girona today. What do you think will happen in that game? They have injury problems. Even Torres is now out. Their striker is now out on injury. Rafinha is out. Yamal is out. They are having injury problems. But against Girona, they should be winning. They are playing at home.
They should be winning. They are playing at home. First and foremost, Girona are no pushover. They are part of the City Go Girona. But in this one, Barcelona have more than enough talent. Not the big names, not the flamboyant names, but they have the squad to do it. Basically, like, even if you are not going to call some of the big names that are going to be available, you have other guys in that team that can deliver. For example, a resurgent, revitalized, everything Rashford is available.
Rashford I think he's the highest goal scorer in
he's available.
And I think it's the La Liga and highest assist too, so he's doing well. I think he was talking to the press after the international break. He was talking that he's going to do more for Barcelona, so hopefully he's going to do more for Barcelona.
He should do more, but he's not getting a permanent deal after this season. Thank you.
How can somebody do more than what he did at Manchester and he's not getting a permanent seat on your
He's not getting a permanent seat, bro.
How? Bro, this guy, according to all the anti-Man U fans, he's left Man United and he's doing well. After 007, he scored 2 goals after 7 appearances and he's doing well. And he's doing better than Manchester United. I understand. And some people are coming on to criticize the fact that Manchester United is the problem. Yeah, and he went the last interview he granted, he was talking about what's it called now? It was talking about philosophy and maintaining a philosophy that there has never been a philosophy in place at Man United because after 2 years you change the manager and all of that. But I'm like, if at all now, which is a wizard, at all, once you start, a new manager comes in, you have the best form of your life. After 6 months, you drop form.
You drop off.
New manager comes in, and you're telling me it means something is not wrong with the team, it's wrong with you. Well, because you do your first 6 months to impress the manager.
After
that you drop off and you
come down to
all of a sudden it's not you, it's the system.
At the end of the day, he is doing well at Barcelona. So
at the end of the day now,
okay, the operation for that game, Barcelona versus Girona, who wins?
No, FCB should be winning. Narrow win, but a win.
Okay, no, so
draw.
Okay, a draw. Okay, Atletico Madrid will play Osasuna later today by 8 p.m. Who wins in that game?
I would have loved to say 8 p.m.
On the score
I would like to say 8 p.m. but
they disappoint us.
Alvarez with the brace.
They're disappointed.
ATM have never disappointed since they beat Real Madrid 5-2.
They are not even in top. I think they beat Real Madrid and drew
the next game and lost again.
Manchester United are not perfect. So
ATM.
Yes, ATM is not perfect too.
Okay, Real Madrid is going to play a game too in this La Liga tomorrow, but they are playing tomorrow. Real Madrid, but Real Madrid are top of the table. But if Barcelona wins today, Real Madrid will play tomorrow. If they win, they are going away to Getafe. Getafe sometimes is a dicey game, but apart from Atletico Madrid that they lost, they have won all their games. So Real Madrid should be winning this one too.
It's a derby game, basically. It's a derby game, so it's going to be a tough game, basically because it's a derby game. So let's see the best that Alonso has to offer, but it could be a draw this one. What
do you think? We are wearing the Madrid jersey and also.
Like I sing the anthem. We are dealing with.
You sing it if you like. Sing the anthem. You know.
Hala Madrid.
If you like.
Hala mini that's a new anthem though. Kylian Mbappe ho. Camavinga Hala Madrid. It's simple because we've talked about the tactics of Alonso. We've criticized his back three. We've criticized his back four. We've talked about it, how he's going to set up and all of those things. Now we've seen that he's playing a back four. We've seen him play a back three. On paper, we see a back four. Then when the game starts, we see a back three, and it's different. It's different from the way he played against at Leverkusen. It's different from the way he's playing at Real Madrid. The style of play is different, and they are more dominant on the ball this period than the way he was at Leverkusen. At Leverkusen, it was a run, score your goals, come back and defend. But now at Real Madrid, you hold up to possession till you get your chance and you score your goal. And I feel like they should start giving Rodrigo some chances in the team.
Okay. Rodrigo should start because this guy is not going to be available.
Okay, let's see.
Mbappe is not going to be available. Rodrigo should be starting.
Mastatino
should end his shirt.
He's still injured too. But let's see what happens in that game. Real Madrid will go away to Getafe. Let's see what happens in La Liga this weekend. Okay, let's start taking phone calls and get your own contribution on your prediction games that will happen in the EPL this weekend. The number to call is 0706-048-5853. Yellow, okay. 0706-048-5853. Call us and tell us your prediction for this weekend's games. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hey.
Please, when you call us, please step away from your radio set or tune down the volume of your radio set so we can hear you and others can hear you. Thank you very much. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome back. Okay, name and location, please. Okay. Okay, Alex, your call. Okay, what is your prediction for this weekend's game?
One also said that at least Nottingham Forest has lifted the European Cup
twice.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you?
They are a big side.
He said Nottingham Forest is a big team. Nottingham Forest not a big team on their own right. Do you know what it means?
To have 2 Champions League.
Do you know what it means for Nottingham Forest to register their name among the European champions?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not even only one there. I think like about
Twice.
Two.
Yes.
And Tottenham.
Okay. Okay, your prediction. Oh,
Since 19 Kiridim, Alpha, History FC. History FC. That's who you are, History FC.
Okay, let me even ask you.
For their pockets.
That has not gone to relegation. I'm coming. Your so-called Arsenal and everton and many teams that have not gone to relegation. Is there any other big team that have not gone to relegation? That means they have not played in championship before coming up to the Premier League. Please talk about it. You want to tell me about big team.
By the way, first and foremost, me and you are not in the same boat. I'm a City fan.
Are you hearing me? Your Arsenal is a big team, but let them start doing that.
Arsenal is not a big team. Arsenal is never a big team, basically. And Man U is not a big team, basically, too.
About talking about Nottingham Forest and just for Nottingham Forest, one equals to people not to win about like 2 games. It's looking somehow. I'm telling you, if people want to lose the fans now thanking Ali Postecoglou, don't need him anymore. So let me tell you, the moral for Nottingham Forest is that everything about as of now is really down. So whether my guys stand at the first line or not, I don't see Nottingham Forest stopping
okay.
With or
All right.
without Maresca.
All right.
With or without
We go know how
Maresca.
far now. No be 12 o'clock game go start.
With that's with
Okay. All right. All right. Quickly, you don't.
You are
want to
losing your game. Simple.
Coming back from international break has not been always favorable to us, but I think with the kind of Liverpool defense as of now, I think this is going to be a strong side. It's going to win in a draw automatically.
All right. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
nah.
Thank you. Okay.
Excuses everywhere.
Let's see if it's going to happen. Please, when you call us, just tell us the prediction for today's game. No long stories. Don't tell me not poetics.
this guy don't chop on a
Banta
time.
FC.
Just tell me the prediction for the who will win, if your club is going to win or not. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show. What is your predictions?
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Come for me. Somebody have come for John.
Down that X.
Number one, you don't need to keep your husband just inside your wardrobe. You don't need it as our pastor.
I know fit even get your jersey. It's not fine. It's not beautiful.
Let that big player of chess.
Uh-huh.
That was this afternoon,
I don't like engineer. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see.
Whether you like it or not.
Man U will win Liverpool.
Yes.
Now prayer be that. Chelsea will collect. Man U will win. Now when Man U Arsenal fans want Man to win now. It's a lie. It will not happen.
Hello. Good morning.
It will not.
Good morning.
Good
to
morning.
you. Name and location, please. Your
Welcome,
predictions for-
welcome.
Okay. Prediction for these weekend's games.
Somebody said after your atletico was it one, and a team that have won Premier League 10 times is not a big club. A team that have won the FA Cup for 10 times is not a big club. That's it better. And they did for Chelsea match this afternoon. They said it yesterday. Don't be surprised not to have for a big team.
Until there.
Against Liverpool, they did not miss Coutinho.
Yes.
But you see this now that after they will be scored.
Okay.
And coming back from the question, if what yesterday PSG have started,
Yeah, PSG drew 3-3 yesterday. Yes.
they luckily drew 3-3. And this now this is escape because it's an FA Cup.
Okay.
Again for Liverpool match tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Going back.
Is it? Yes. Yes.
As I'm seeing the match, if they start with Isaac,
Mm-hmm.
the match, they better start with the inform the
Me too. I think so too.
Forget about the price tag.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac or assisting or whatever. The ticket is the form of Liverpool top line.
Mm.
Will it or not?
Okay.
And that for a week, that four star. With Keke, both of them, I don't know what they're doing. They are just four stars.
All right. Thank you very much.
And again, for us, I don't know who else is playing.
Brentford on Monday.
What?
We play against Brentford on Monday.
Okay, for the sake of moving expectations, I will go for West Ham.
Okay.
No worry. And see.
On Monday.
No worry. On Monday we'll talk about it. That's why I say on Monday. I want to talk because I know say all of them will come outside for me. Leave your man. Leave your man.
West Ham is losing. Nothing you want to say.
See.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
I doubt
Let's
that.
see.
though.
Let's see what happens in today's game. 07060485853. Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay. Please,
Welcome.
your predictions for this weekend's games.
Nottingham is more big team than Arsenal.
Okay.
Mm.
Like it or not.
Okay.
Person will win 2 European trophy. See, don't make I tell you.
Mm.
You know why Okocha is not one of the best players
In the world. Yes.
Listen,
He no win trophy.
yes.
He no win any trophy.
The history you make in the world, that is what you will be remembered for.
Thank you.
Whether you like it or not.
Mm.
Even though you make any, you don't create any important history, nothing. That is why Okocha is far bigger than that.
Okay. Your prediction for this weekend's game.
Nottingham Chelsea, good morning, 2-time draw.
Okay.
United, 2-1 away win. Sesko scoring a goal.
Oh,
And
okay.
so, and then, man.
Ndomo assisting.
Okay.
Man City Everton, 2-time draw.
Okay.
Ah.
Arsenal is going to win.
Okay. Thanks.
West Ham, Nunes, going to start to get his win.
All right. Thank you very much.
For these people, what is it called? Barca is winning, Madrid is winning, whether you like it or not.
All right.
Madrid is winning 4-0 today.
Okay. Thank you very much. Madrid is playing tomorrow.
Say
Barcelona is
4-0.
playing today. Okay. Let me take one last call before we end the show. Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Mm-hmm.
Happy weekend to you. Okay. Your predictions for this weekend's games.
But the FC.
Simple.
Normally, now, no be you again.
Mm-hmm. Something. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, winning.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
doing Chelsea, but
Ask that to do what? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see what happens in today's game. Thank you for all the predictions.
me that say Chelsea will win, say me I will lose.
Okay.
I already opened the floor. We'll come back on Monday. I'll talk
other
about
news,
it.
for example, PSG drew 3-3 yesterday against Strasbourg. So Strasbourg is doing well. We mentioned it yesterday. Marseille is going to play today. If they win, they go top of the table. So we want the Ligue to be competitive, but let's see if it's going to be. For Nigerians boys that are playing today in the CAF Champions League by 2 p.m. today, Rivers will travel to Mozambique to play Black Bulls by 2 p.m. For tomorrow, our own Remo Stars will play at home to Mamelodi Sundown. So hopefully they will win their games and do us proud. Hopefully they will win their games. Okay, this is going to end today's show. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but this weekend you're going to drop in our post analysis about all the games that happened this weekend, today and tomorrow. You can join us on our social media to see what we our thoughts on those games that will drop this weekend, that will be played this weekend. On Monday, we'll come back here to analyze every single game that happened throughout the weekend. Thank you for joining us today show. Thank you for all your comments and all your calls. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful weekend.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Don't like this life. They talk say if they mention other strand, that they go ban you.
Are you serious?
That's what I'm telling you now. You don't understand what they talk.